never intended to be speaking here. When I was in high school, I was a really quiet, stay at home and read and do creative writing and just stay really casual. And I went to school for teaching at Laurentian, but I'm here on stage as an entrepreneur, and that's because of power of curiosity. It all started, though, in 2016 with a business competition. I had just finished a year of doing varsity rowing, and a leg injury from grade 12 sort of decided that being an athlete was not my future at all. And I was no longer able to do it. So I had free time all of a sudden. The 6 a.m. morning practices were gone. Going to the gym once a day was just enough. And all of a sudden, I didn't have to eat 5 times a day. So that leaves a lot of extra time in your life. As a result, I started doing more writing and just started doing other things to take up space that was not schoolwork, of course. Yet, at Laurentian, there were red posters plastered on the walls everywhere with the name "Be Your Own Boss." I saw it, and it just seemed like a really fun idea. I had all this free time all of a sudden, and I was able to really, hey, might as well just I enjoy writing. I want to get paid for it. And as an athlete, I didn't have time to write or work. So why not do this contest? A PowerPoint about poetry-inspired marketing was made. It was pretty terrible, but it was a pitch. So I did it, and it turns out that I won the contest, which was surprising. So I went to the finals, and that was a turning point for where I am now, because it completely shifted my focus of everything that I do. Suddenly, business I was fully focused on marketing and entrepreneurship. It was rare, actually, that my laptop would not have a YouTube tab open with a keynote or a speech or a lecture about marketing and copywriting and how to run a company. I would attend networking events as this 20-year-old and 21-year-old who knew nothing at all and would still come with business cards and say hey, I'm Kyle. Nice to meet you. And then I would try to learn from everyone that I met. I would start going online and researching. And it was a sudden shift from everything that I had initially planned. And when I looked back at my first year, which was only focused on school, sports, and, of course, fun on the weekends, and it now shifted to thinking about how can I build a company from scratch, how can it grow, and how can I get paid without wasting my life away and getting too stressed. And it's interesting because these moments only come when you allow for mystery, because that's when chance and circumstance fill in the gaps for you. These opportunities only came because I let the potential for surprises to really come in and to really say, hey, I'm here. I would not have started something if I had researched it, I probably wouldn't have started. And if anyone who has done anything involving it would agree. And there was a surprise of the journey in the process, and that was not really in my thoughts. I was just letting the mystery of the process itself just take hold and just let me float and carry through wherever it was going to take me. And for me, the future was my focus, especially considering my age. I was just focused on building a better resume and building a better opportunity for afterwards. All that mattered was finishing school, having a good base, and doing something else after. But yet, obviously, life has taken control, and now I'm here, and I don't care about my degree anymore, obviously. And so there's that. The shift happened, but it came with time and a lot of experiences that I didn't ask for, but they came my way. And so trips to Toronto were the kind of the start. Conferences, networking apps, tons of coffee meetings. I become friends with the owner of Cup of Joe because of 2 to 3 years of meetings there. And it's something that, after a while, you start to really build a circle around you of experts. So mentors started appearing everywhere, whether they're from here, Toronto, the USA, Montreal. And I started building a circle around me of people that knew what they were doing. Because I didn't. I didn't have a background, and I mean, most entrepreneurs don't. But at the same time, I was able to use these people that were 30 or 40 years old and beyond that knew what they were doing. But that's where the expertise is at. That's where there is a lot of people that age here. But that's where the expertise comes in. And that's where the journey, especially as leaders, that's what made it possible. Because of these connections, I was able to help found a Barcelona startup. I was able to sell out multiple charity events. I edited memoirs. And the list that's the tip of the iceberg of things I did in 3 years to get practice that came from these connections. And the magic of these experiences, though, is truly just the intention behind it. I was only looking to grow as a person. Everything was small, and I wasn't really focused on the bottom line. It was more so, how can I build a resume that has the experience I need for later on, but also how can I improve my own skill set to really start developing this company for when I actually get old enough to get expertise to match the 30 and 40-year-olds that are my mentors. And it takes time, and it definitely has taken a while, but there's been a lot of luck, and I've discovered that when you let opportunity take over where you're headed, luck will take over and guide you instead. But at the same time, it also was truly just curiosity. I was just interested in seeing where things went. I would see someone edit a book and look at the process and realize that, oh, hey, I can get paid $3 a page to edit this memoir at a basic skill level, and it's a cool thing to do, so let's do it. And 12 chapters later, a book is edited. And overall, though, too, when I look at everything, every experience, and there is a wide variety, and some who have seen me online or know me in person, every time you ask for a story, you'll get something different and strange. But every person has a story, and they have something valuable to share. Everyone has an experience that they can connect and relate with you, and you can always get something new to improve yourself from someone else's stories. These experiences mostly came from the stories of others. I learned from most of the stories of others, but I also learned from doing things firsthand and really just seeing that, oh, I'm not great at editing books, so that was the one book I'll do. But copywriting or marketing strategy, I found that was the thing that pushed me to the next level for excitement, but also quality. So in the end, curiosity is something that if you have it, you need to embrace it and really just jump on it. As it floats away into the ocean, just let it guide you. Because I didn't intend to speak on the stage, and even leading up to this event, I still don't see myself at a point where I've done enough. But obviously, Candace disagrees. And I'm just excited to see where curiosity takes me next.